the Bronx, everyone looked the same, and I just didn't like that. I've always been the type to stand out somehow. So during my high school days, I was standing out with my sneakers.
When it comes down to picking your brand, I think it's more like picking who represents you.
I think sneaker culture was born here. I think it was bred here. I think it was raised here. But I think what we're dealing with right now is a lot more consumerism.
I feel that the sneaker culture is dead in
Why
New
is
York.
that?
I think a lot of it got overkilled. I think all the manufacturer, the main companies just saturate the market so much that it hasn't really have any real identity. There's not a true New York sneaker thing anymore.
Being from Europe, I would say that there's a massive influence from the States, definitely. If you look at the style in terms of like maybe the sportswear, you know, like the varsity jackets, the caps, like that's a massive influence in Europe. When we look at the sneakers, I'd say like the runners definitely, the runners are definitely a major influence from Europe to the US.
I believe every single brand is working hard in New York. In New York, everybody better be on their tippy toes, but right now Adidas is blowing everybody out the spot. I believe we have right now the technology, the culture, the hype. We have everything that's needed to be number one.
Now you're seeing Adidas coming out with all these cool silhouettes, all these cool colorways, color blocking, all these awesome panels on their shoes, a lot of sock type of shoes.
When people apply 3D printing to footwear, like Adidas is doing now with their Future Craft series, it's pretty much gonna change the entire industry in the way that people see footwear, you know.
Based on what I learned.
You can have your own shoes tailored to your foot, or you can create your own shoes at home, or, you know, the possibilities are endless. So
I prefer Adidas right now. It's just like the comfort, and their running sneakers are amazing. Their high-end sneakers are amazing. So yeah, it's like Adidas has something for every day, all the time, different occasions. So Adidas is the wave.
To be honest, you know, Jordans have always been a strong influence in the market, but times have changed, and drastically so. Adidas just made like $1 billion, and that's a monumental leap for Adidas, of course. But you know, it just shows how the market is being changed by the hype. You know, everybody wants NMDs, Yeezys, and you know, there's something to be said.
New York sneaker culture at the moment, I feel, has shifted a turn towards Addy. You know, you see it in every one of our releases that, you know, Nike's just not trending anymore. You have kids lining up, you know, really feeling for the NMDs, the Yeezys, these forums that just came out. You know, we're really trend setting right now, and it's a good time to be with Adidas.
Let me freak the funk, obsolete is the punk that talk more junk than San sales. I jet propel at a rate to complicate the mental state as I invade the masquerade. They couldn't fade with the clipper blade. 10 years in the trade is not enough, you can't cut it. I let you take a swing and you butted for an easy out. I leave him see.
Me personally, I prefer like a skate shoe. You know, I would say like skate shoes for the winter and a runner for the summer.
For me, my favorite right now is runners. I used to wear nothing but pro models and Metro attitudes, but now I'm leaning more into runners and low tops.
I'm wearing my Alpha Bounce, and it's one of my favorite shoes because it's really comfortable. The cushioning and the bounce is a lot different than the tubulars and the Ultra Boost. I mean, I would say Ultra Boost, but I think that the Alpha Bounce is a lot better for walking.
I've been wearing Adidas since I was 4. So, you know, I've worn every ZX shoe that they made that was amazing. You know, in the early 90s when the EQT dropped, I wore those, I ran track in those. But I certainly played a lot of ball in top 10s, decades. Decades probably one of my all-time favorite basketball shoes. Forms, which I'm wearing now. Like I played so much ball in forms and still wear them today. So I'd have to say I do both. It really, as long as it's fly. I mean, it's a fly shit only type of scenario.
To be honest, you know, when I was a kid, I loved Jordans. They were there, but as an adult, making conscious effort, the Adidas are just so much more comfortable.
I would have to go basketball shoes. I'm more of a high top, mid top price person, so me personally, I like basketball shoes, and that's just me. I have a bunch of runners, nothing against runners, but if it's me and I'm in my comfort zone and I feel good, it's gonna be a basketball shoe.
Leading, they try to follow, but they shallow and hollow. I can see right through them like an empty 40 bottle of OE. They have no key or no clue to the game at all. Now they washed up, hung out to dry, standing looking stupid, wondering why. Why, man? It was the fame that they tried to get. Now they walking around talking about represent and keep it real. But I got to appeal, cause they existed in the fantasy when holding it still.